Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, hi, my name is Zainab. I'm Lagos-based YouTuber, and today's video I'm going to be sharing with you pregnancy changes I wish someone had told me about before I got pregnant. It is yummy mommy season, and I can see that a lot of people online especially are expecting babies in this 2023. Congratulations to you all, and I pray that you have a safe delivery, healthy mother, healthy baby by God's grace. So without further ado, let's get started. If you are a first timer and you don't know what to expect in your first pregnancy, or even if you have been pregnant before, I know that you can relate to this video. That is why I'm sharing these changes and my own experience also, just so that you know that if you experience any of these, or if you are feeling anyhow, you know that you are not alone. Somebody also has also felt that way. I also want you to know that every pregnancy experience is different. Even in the same mother, each pregnancy is different, so do not allow anybody put fear in you. Do you understand? Some of these changes might come very early in the pregnancy, while some might appear later or in between. Also, some of these changes might leave after the pregnancy, while some might remain there and you have to continue to deal with it probably for the rest of your life if it's something you cannot get help for. So number one thing I would like to mention, the obvious one that almost everybody go through, is skin changes, especially your face starts to get darker sometimes, or your neck, your body, like your skin gets darker. Now I'm speaking mostly for Africans and probably Nigerians. So your skin starts to get darker, especially if you are someone that has used a lot of cream, like you have bleached your skin. Like your real color will come out during pregnancy. Pregnancy will humble you, so you might have skin changes, which includes darker skin. Also, another changes that might occur is acne. Pregnancy acne. For me, that was what I had at the beginning of my pregnancy. I started having this, not this kind of pimples though, but little bumps over, like all over my face. It started small and then it grew bigger. It will subside for a while, then it will come back again. At first I didn't do anything, but if you want to know what I did to clear my pregnancy acne, you can watch the video here or here or here in the description box. So I wouldn't want to waste time on how I cleared my pregnancy acne. I have done a video on that. Please go and check it. There are other changes that might happen in your body, which includes stretch mark. If you are someone that doesn't have stretch mark before, you might get a stretch mark. For me, I've always had stretch mark because obviously I'm on the bigger side, and stretch mark has always been something that I've lived with. So I was expecting more, like with what I have seen, I was expecting more stretch mark. But fortunately for me, I didn't even get any stretch mark until like 38 weeks of pregnancy, and right now they have even disappeared. Like you can't see them. My stomach didn't really stretch until like around that 38 weeks. That I think that was when my baby started to get bigger, and I think I was taking a lot of juice, so I think my baby gained more weight at that time. So that was how I got more stretch mark, because I didn't gain weight also during pregnancy until later. Even throughout the pregnancy I didn't gain weight, so just that part of my abdomen here. And I also have a video on my channel on how I cleared the little I had, how I cleared my stretch mark. It's also in the description box, or here or here. Please go and watch it. Another change I would like to let you know is weight gain. Obviously, some people immediately they get pregnant, they start to gain weight or even start to lose weight. It depends on your body. Like as I said earlier, pregnancy is something that is different with everybody. It might look the same like your mom's or like your grandma or like your auntie, but it's different with everybody. Even in one woman, each pregnancy she has can be different from the other. Like your first pregnancy might be different from your second pregnancy, and your second might be different from your third. So everything differs. So do not compare your pregnancy with somebody else's. Do you understand? So back to weight gain, you can gain a lot of weight, especially if you are not careful with what you are eating. Some people believe that once they are pregnant they are eating for two, even though in the literal sense you are actually eating for two, but you are not eating for two. I don't know if you understand what I mean. You might get more hungry unlike before you were pregnant, but it doesn't mean that you should intentionally start eating because now you are pregnant. If you do that, you are going to see the results, because those weights are very hard to lose. I'm still carrying them, even though I didn't eat, I didn't even gain weight. I'm still carrying my pregnancy weight till now, even I've added more. So why not just try to eat what is good for you, like what you think your baby needs, like nutritious food that is good for you and the baby, and not based on like I'm eating for two, my food must be this big. Do you understand? Another thing that might happen, or another changes that might happen during pregnancy, is you might start craving for things you normally wouldn't eat, like things that you no like nobody can bring it close to you, you have never even tasted before, but you know about these things. You might start craving for them, and I don't know if I should say that happened to me. There was really nothing that I was craving that I haven't eaten before, but obviously I was craving some things, but I knew that I couldn't get those things, so I would just suppress my cravings. I spent most of my pregnancy alone, so you can't base your pregnancy on my own experience. You understand? So if you are someone that is craving something and you have people around you that could help you get those things, please enjoy. Enjoy, by all means, enjoy yourself. I was craving things, but I couldn't satisfy those cravings, but you know, I tried my best. Another thing that was unique for me that I've never heard of it around me. It might have happened to you or anybody that is watching this video, I don't know, but for me, I've never heard of it. It's my taste change. Like at first it was very funny because I got pregnant during my internship. I was away from home, like away from my family, especially the early days of pregnancy. I was alone, so I sometimes, not actually sometimes, most times I was eating out. And the first day this taste change happened, I thought the meat I got from this food seller was very like it was bad. So that day I just took it out of it. I just threw it out. I just threw it away, like, oh my god, this food is bad. And then the next time, so what I did was I just stopped getting meat anytime I would go to get food. But then I wanted to get egg, like boiled egg, to eat along with the food, you know, like to eat something. You have to eat one protein with your food. And then when I immediately put the egg in my mouth, it would also change. And then I'm like, what's going on? You can obviously then I boiled egg myself at home, that I know that it wasn't spoiled. It was, you know, you can question other people's cooking, but at least you know that you cook this food yourself. And it was the same. The only thing that didn't change taste, I think, was fish. It was only fish. With meat, with egg, with chicken, I couldn't even eat it. I stopped eating it. So until like maybe 3 months after postpartum, 3 months postpartum, that was when like the taste change came back. Like throughout my pregnancy, my taste bud changed to some certain food, like things wouldn't be the same. I don't know, maybe it's related to me having, but this was way before COVID, because I had COVID during pregnancy, and I couldn't, my taste and my smell changed. Like I couldn't perceive and taste for a period of time. But no, I don't want to associate it with, because I could taste other food. It's just this egg, meat, and some other things that have this particular taste. Anytime I eat it, it will just look like the thing is spoiled. I think it has to do with maybe protein. I don't know, like I can't pinpoint, and I've not sat down to look at it. So that's with taste. If you are out there and your taste change, please let me know in the comment section. Also, my smell sensitivity went up the roof, like it changed. I could perceive your soul. I could perceive, like, if, like, I I don't even know how to describe it. It was like, at first I thought, with house job, when you do night shift, and then I felt like maybe those people, it's because of just their personal hygiene. We all did night shift. The next morning probably that person was stinking, like because they've not had their bath or something. But that was what I usually think at work. I was living alone, excuse me, so I didn't, at home I wouldn't perceive anything. But when I get to work, I started to think that these people were smelling, the person is not, taking care of themselves. But I would just be quiet, like obviously I can't say anything. Then my husband came visiting. Lo and behold, I perceived the same smell I was perceiving at work. And then I'm like, what did you use? And he was like, what do you mean, what did I use? Even after they take a shower, I don't know. It was just, then that was when I realized that I think it's just heightened smell. Like even the person doesn't have to be dirty, or maybe it's just sweat I was perceiving. And if you are cooking like 100 meters away from me, I could perceive, and perceiving specifically, like I could tell you somebody is frying stew with palm oil, with fish, and something. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Like it was very detailed smell. Like there was a while I didn't even use scented soap, because like even things I'm not interested in perceiving, just like listening to people's mind. But this one, perceiving people's scents, so when I pass by someone that uses a nice perfume, I'm just like, oh, thank you for saving me. So my sense of smell heightened, and I could perceive everything that I didn't want to perceive. Even I myself, like if there's any dirt, like sometimes that's how I know that there's something somewhere. I just need to perceive that thing. And I think it's because even before pregnancy, those things were there. Apart from my taste change, obviously my taste was okay, but smell, I normally would perceive something. But no, it wasn't this bad. When I got pregnant, it went up the roof. Another changes I would like you to know is that your body can swell up, especially your nose, your feet, your hands, like your whole face can swell up. For your nose, it can get as big, like look at my nose, it's really small and cute. Well, that's what I believe. I don't care if you believe otherwise. But for me, sometimes I felt like my nose became bigger, but not as big, because my nose was usually small. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. But sometimes when I take a picture, I usually feel like, oh, my nose is getting bigger. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't want to count it as bigger. Maybe at the ending of the pregnancy, it got bigger. But I've seen some massive noses. Like God, only God can reward mothers out there. Only God. Because I just look at all the changes. I saw a pregnant woman, she was doing a maternity shoot, and she has done her makeup, they beat her face, and the nose was still like, up to like here. And I'm like, imagine what she's going through. Those changes, it will be very, very difficult for you to accept them. You wouldn't want to even be yourself. You would almost lose yourself. Like imagine your nose that big and you wearing even like that before. Your face is dark, your face is swollen, your nose is bigger, your feet, you can't even wear shoes to work. Alhamdulillah, I didn't have to go through that until, no, actually only when I stand for a long time, that was when my feet would just swell up a bit. And I was wearing Crocs throughout my pregnancy because I was at work in the hospital. So even those days that it got bigger, I would only feel, because I was wearing oversized Crocs, that's how I like my Crocs. So if I feel it close to, like, this shoe is starting to fit, then I know that my feet is swollen. So your feet can get swollen also, your nose can get swollen also, your hands, your rings might not be your size anymore. For me, I wasn't even wearing my ring before, so I didn't even know. I can't say if my, but even physically my fingers or hand didn't swell. Another thing I would like to share with you is that you can become very, very emotional, like very, very emotional to things that you wouldn't even, or normally you would just talk back. And for me, I'm not someone that talks back at people. So if somebody does something to me that I'm upset, I just start crying. I just start crying. And then everybody, with house job, I already like spoke to myself, or how would I say it, like that I wouldn't cry because of our job. Even if I would cry, not in front of others, like, you get, especially not in front of equals or aunts. So if I would cry, it's probably when I get home and I'm alone. I just feel like, why am I doing this alone? Where's my husband? Where's my mom? Where's my mother-in-law? Nobody's with me, and I'm sick every day. I'm vomiting, you know. So sometimes I'll just cry and then I go to sleep. So you might become very, very emotional. Your husband, like, you and your partner might be like quarreling all the time, to even things that you be like, your husband will be like, what's all this, like, why this doesn't worth crying. And then you are just crying, or you are just so sensitive to things, so that it wouldn't look as if I'm only talking about the bad things of pregnancy. I know someone that during pregnancy, she was literally glowing, like I was like, oh, are you sure you're pregnant? I've seen several women, some of my aunties are like that. Anytime they are pregnant, they start glowing, they become more beautiful, they become more, you know, yellow purple, yummy mommy kind of thing. I wasn't even yummy mommy until, like, was I ever even yummy mommy? Okay, maybe 2 months or 3 months postpartum. And then for me, I was feeling myself throughout pregnancy. I just wasn't posting. I wasn't like, I expected the worst. I think I should say that I expected the worst changes of pregnancy, but I didn't get them. I think, like, God got my back, like. So you can glow during pregnancy. Don't think that it's only bad things that could happen to you. Just those are what I have right now on the pregnancy changes that might happen to you in your first time or any of your pregnancy. I've also heard that some people have, like, lose their teeth during pregnancy. I saw a video on TikTok and I also made research and I saw that it was true. So you might be the victim of that. I don't know which one might be yours, but if you have any unique pregnancy changes, let me know in the comment section below. How, like, what are the pregnancy changes you had when you were pregnant? Share it with other mothers in the comment section below and let us get talking. And I'll see you again in another video. Bye.